Hi guys and welcome to Ravzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class back on our channel. This is the 2025 version with no changes whatsoever. But what we see is a brand new color, and of course this is a video that is being filmed after what has happened with the GST. So there is a huge cut on the price, and that is what is being celebrated. At the same time, this new color on this 2025 car makes it look rather special. This Verde silver color, I hope I pronounced it right, is a really nice color. It is somewhere between emeraldish, and at the same time it's very unique in this lighter shade. There are cars in darker shades that we've seen in the past, but this clearly as always, like a typical Mercedes-Benz, looks very classic indeed altogether. And since there are no changes inside out, I'll just quickly show you around the car and just remind you of the fact that it gets a nice big grille with an even bigger logo. And you have these two headlights here which look quite nice, and the side profile of a long wheelbase car always looks fantastic. It's a proper sedan, so it looks even better. And at the back you also get these star shaped LED lights which also look great. And the typical design here is of a proper old school Mercedes-Benz sedan. Electronic tailgate is on offer, and as you can see there is enough boot space here. And let me show you the space saver tire here, which takes its own space, doesn't take away from the boot, so which is brilliant. Just a reminder, they are driving the diesel this time. And the door handles pop out like this. You sit behind like this, 5'11" driving position, and you have perfect under thigh support, perfect amount of knee room and leg room on offer. And this is something that is really comfortable. And you've got your own AC vents here as well, and you've got a full set of climate control over here with space to keep a lot of stuff actually. You've got vents over here as well. You can shut them off like this or keep them on however you like it. And here we go, a wireless charger, space to keep some stuff here, and yeah, an armrest with a lot of options and features. And height adjustable seat belts are on offer. And yeah, let's shut the door. And as you can see, you can control the sun blinds for the rear and the side from here itself, and the sunroof as well. As you can see, it's being done from here inside the cabin of the E-Class. And what you can see is something that you're already familiar with. Just a reminder of how it starts and how everything looks like. That's the engine start stop button, and that's the similar button for your headlight controls, which looks great. The AC vents are fantastic, and as we know, the E-Class here comes with digital vent control. So if I just look at this, keep looking at this, and if I say uniform, it adjusts accordingly. So a very strong reminder of where this comes from. And yeah, again it does that, so that's great. And you've got cup holders, wireless charger, charging points, space to keep some stuff, and glove box. That's it. And that is the instrument cluster, which reminds you a lot of things. And as you can see, it will remind you of all the service details that you need to know, the AdBlue range very specifically and very keenly. And coolant temperature, engine oil, that's your fuel gauge down there. The steering wheel is electronically adjustable. I only wished if the steering wheel would go a little bit more higher, so I can get a perfect look at from my view. As you can see, it's getting a slightly, I'm able to see everything. It's just that I would love to see the steering a little bit higher so that I have a complete view of the instrument cluster. Apart from that, you have the camera here, and the car is connected via Mercedes Me SOS and concierge service that is on offer. A nice mirror, really getting me all the view what is behind. Large door pads on all four doors, which is brilliant. That's the glove box I showed you earlier. And a Burmeister sound system, which is absolutely brilliant as always. And that's it. That's what the car is all about. Very surprisingly, there is power seats and memory seats and lock and all of that, but it does not have ventilated seats yet. We will see it sooner or later. You have those features over here for the reversing camera, and that is how you switch the drive modes over here. And I already showed you the sunroof, the adjustable headrest with these pillows over here, which is brilliant, and a very good driving position as always with any typical German sedan. You sit low, you still get a lot of view of what is ahead of you, and let's see how it drives. So what is the diesel version of the Mercedes-Benz E-Class in its 2025 Avatar like to drive? Well, it is largely the same as before. When it comes to the interior and exterior, which I told you, to drive, I have also a good memory of the last E-Class diesel that I drove, but it was actually quite a long time back. And what I can see from the big change in the two engines, of course, this is a BS6 Phase 2, everything compliant, pretty much as compliant as it can be for the government. It's here. The engine definitely feels smoother. Uh, the refinement, of course, is as always a little bit on the crude side when you are, don't have any music and you are driving a little bit fast. You will hear the engine a bit. There are a bit of vibrations here and there. Very bare minimum. But you do notice that. But when you are going to drive like a normal person, which we don't, you will not really feel all of those issues. And you'll have the music on. You'll have somebody to chat to, and you'll be focused more on the road rather than nitpicking on the car like how we do. So refinement is something that has gotten better, but there is a bit of hint left of that dieselness that is associated with any other diesel engine. I am very happy to see all of that still exists, because it reminds us of what the diesel engines were and what they are. And with Mercedes-Benz there is a huge leap, and this is the best it can get, and it is really easy to live with. Most importantly, the power and torque numbers are around 200 bhp and 500 newton meters. It is mated to a 9-speed automatic, which is smooth, seamless most of the time when it comes to upshifts, and it will go all the way till the ninth gear under 120 kilometers an hour and give you maximum possible fuel efficiency. Even right now, I'm doing 50, and it is in fifth gear. So this is something that is really helps in the fuel efficiency, really helps the engine calm and composed, and give you that lofty feeling that you are supposed to get from an E-Class. So nice, smooth, wavy, comfortable car. Largely all of that also comes from the suspension, but a good amount of it always comes from the powertrain. So Mercedes always gets that right. And the low end is good, the mid range is great on this engine, the top end is also good enough. Most importantly, it's the fuel efficiency. It is around within the city, it can deliver to 12 to 13 kilometers per liter, and on the highway it can reach up to 15 to 17 kilometers per liter, which I think is phenomenal. That will give you a range of almost 700 kilometers, and slightly more as well, because we've been driving and it will come around the 700 kilometer mark. But I'm sure if I get on the highway even right now towards a different city, it will still reach quite close to 800 before you will have to fill up. And that is something that's really amazing. A little bit more kilometers over the petrol. The last time we tested, we are yet to test the E440, so I'm looking forward to that. That's a separate ball game altogether with a 6-cylinder petrol engine. And so yeah, a little bit more fuel efficiency, a little bit more of tank range, and it'll make your life easier. That is what these big luxury cars are all about. And that's the reason why the diesels are not going away from a few manufacturers, because it is a requirement. And we can see time and again, and even now with this E220d, that it will make your life easier. Apart from that, I spoke to you about refinement, how good it is in fuel efficiency, and how comfortable it is, how convenient it is to live with on a daily basis. In terms of handling, it largely remains the same. You can feel the little bit of front heaviness with the diesels, and in terms of steering feel and feedback throughout throughout the entire given point of time, I always felt that the steering is telling me what is to be done, and it is providing me with very good feedback. So that's great. And yeah, it's a car that will provide you good feel and feedback from the steering. The brakes are good. While cornering a little bit harder, the tires do end up squealing a little bit earlier, but then again, this is a car that is meant to be driven uh, sanely, smoothly, and with slightly higher cruising speeds. So it does all of that really well. It doesn't need to master the corners, and even if it doesn't, what it masters really well, because of that, is the ride quality. As always, brilliant ride quality, great to drive. in the city, no matter whatever kind of patch or road that you end up being on. It is something that will always keep you comfortable, be it the concrete roads or patchy tar roads or whatever it may throw. Any city will throw at it, at your car, and it will actually adjust to that all really really well. The wind noise, traffic noise, tire noise, all of that is really well controlled, and that is also the reason why it will really impress you with its everyday abilities to keep you as comfortable as possible. So I think that's it. That's what the E220d is all about. It's about efficiency. It's about convenience. It's about being smooth and refined at the same time. And we always love the diesel for that extra torque and that feel of getting off the line quickly. And we will never really forget what the diesels bring to the table. In this new clean, green, and smooth avatar, they are just even more tempting. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time in the next video. Goodbye.